Welcome and thank you so much for joining us on our webinar on our upcoming Women's Retreat. This is for an intimate group of women who are looking to gather and connect with other like-minded women seeking to experience sisterhood and explore a deeper relationship with themselves and with others.
We're three female entrepreneurs running a life coaching business dedicated to the empowerment of women. If you'd like to learn more about what we're doing and what our vision and mission is, our website is awaken-mbs.com, but stay with us. It'll be at the end of the slideshow.
Our core belief is women remembering their power is just the beginning. And what this means to us is that women already have the power within themselves to fully realize who they are and what they're here to do. Once they awaken to their deepest, highest self, they no longer feel they have to play small. We've found that asking the right questions and having the right experiences enable us to release our baggage and move forward to what truly moves us. Once we remember who we really are, the magic and the beauty of our lives unfold before us.
We'd like to share with you a little history about ourselves so you have an idea about who we are and why we're doing what we're doing. So my name is Shizumi, and I am the lady on the left in the photograph. And I run a health and wellness and martial arts center in Penn Valley, California. It's called Hikari Ruza Center, and we're celebrating our 41st year of operation this year. For me, getting into martial arts was about finding my path and finding a teacher. And I had been very disappointed with myself, very unhappy about how my life was going and choices that I was making, especially in regards to choices in guys. And I didn't want that to keep continuing. I didn't want that kind of life for myself. So I decided after this one particularly emotional day that I was going to be the only one who could fix myself. But in order to achieve that and become the person that I really knew I was and am inside, I had to find a teacher that I could learn about, all these questions that I had to life, and that it would have to be a path that I could fully dedicate myself to and that I could do it every day of my life, that it wouldn't be just a hobby. And originally what I thought would happen was that I would move to India and I would search around until I found some wise old sage in a cave, and then that's where I'd find all my answers. But I didn't do that, and I started looking into martial arts just off of some intuitive feeling. And then I found the center, and very quickly within a couple of months I realized that this was the teacher that I was searching for, and this was my path. And I dedicated my life to continuing to empower people because of it. Because black belt is really, becoming a black belt is really a rite of passage. And once you go through an experience like this, it changes you for the rest of your life. And I wanted to be able to continue to pass this on to other people and let them experience this magic for themselves. And one of those people that came into my life, and thank God she did, was Marie, and became one of my black belts and went through this rite of passage. And I will let you talk about yourself a little bit from here.
Hi, so I am Marie, and I am the woman on the right of that photo. So through the years, I have gained a plethora of homesteading life skills and nutrition, and also have had an amazing journey raising and homeschooling 3 children who are now grown. And through all of this opportunity that I've had, I've gained a lot of confidence in myself and what I can do. But the learning never stops. And somehow I fell into training with Shizumi and to the martial arts world. And it has been truly a rite of passage through the martial arts, and has even gained more deeper understanding of who I am as a woman, as a human, and that empowerment has led me to want to share that with other women. So when Shizumi approached me with the idea of using our skills together, I was super excited, and I thought that our pairing with each other would be a wonderful gift. And during one of the retreats that we've held, Chandra participated, and I'll let you take over, Chandra, about your meeting.
Hi, I'm Chandra, and in the picture, I'm in the middle. So Marie mentions that we all met through the dojo. And at the time when I went on the retreat, my kids were taking classes. And they have been training for about a year, and we're really loving the experience. And we really got to know Shizumi and Marie through just casual interaction, dropping the kids off and picking them up. And you know, when you have your children spend so much time with a person that you entrust their well-being, and you really begin to ask some questions and try to feel people out. And we just instantly had just a sense of calm whenever we walked through the door. And after about a year, we heard about, well, I had heard that Shizumi and Marie were coming together, and they were doing these programs for women. And one of the things that they specialized in was doing retreats. And I just felt really called to be there for that, and really just wanted to be a part of that retreat that they were hosting. And while I was there, I think I realized one of the biggest reasons why I felt drawn to it was because I myself was in a really pivotal moment of my life where I was working a job that I no longer loved and felt like I really had the power within me to reach and help so many more people in a much more powerful way. And I just felt disconnected from the job that I was working, and didn't feel the fulfillment that I had once felt. So I knew it was time for me to move on, but I just wasn't really sure how that was going to play out. And I had been health coaching women for a couple of years through my own journey to losing almost 100 pounds, and felt a really huge connection with myself and the women that I had worked with, and really felt a lot of fulfillment through being able to help women to overcome obstacles and really connect with the power within them that they, you know, had kind of lost or hadn't recognized or what have you. And that led me to understand that I had a bigger desire to help women on a broader scale. And at the retreat, I just totally fell in love with Shizumi and Marie. And after we got home, they approached me and asked if I would be interested in working with them, because I think we all obviously felt that connection, and that we realized that we all had a very similar mission, and that powered together, we could really touch a lot of people's lives.
So even though I was hosting the retreat, I still gained incredible insight about myself and also about other women. And the last retreat that we participated in or hosted, I was going through a transitional state with my long-term partner, and being at the retreat and relaxing into the fun and just having a bond with a group of women, being able to express our feelings with no judgment or pressure felt really good. And just having that safe environment, everyone was able to, whatever feelings that were bubbling up inside themselves, were able to let that out. And I was able to bring that feeling that I had at the retreat and bring it home with me and work on my relationships at home with my long-term partner, but also with other people.
Okay. The thing that I realized the most about the retreat was that it truly was a life-changing experience for me when we hosted our first one with Chandra there. And while I was there, I kept seeing how these powerful emotions were coming out, and we were able to share things about ourselves that we normally wouldn't have been able to share, and that there was no shame about it either. And it was empowering us just to be able to let this stuff out. So when I got home, I was sharing all of this experience with my husband, and we ended up approaching a topic that was very difficult for us in the past. And we had a breakthrough with each other, because normally I would have just kind of shut down emotionally because of the difficulty in having hard conversations. But I didn't. I wouldn't allow myself, because I felt like I would be stepping out of my integrity, and I didn't want to do that anymore. And we had that conversation, and then I also realized there was something underneath that I had been holding on to, a secret really that I had suppressed in myself ever since I was a little girl, and that I needed to let it out. And I shared this with my husband, and it was truly amazing what happened for us. Not that we weren't profoundly close to each other already, but it was just like a whole wall had come down in between us. And I realized how when you hold on to a secret, or you even have something in yourself that you haven't forgiven yourself for, that you subconsciously put up a wall because you're trying to protect yourself. And when you do that, then you don't get to feel all the good feelings either, and you don't get to share all the good things with the people that you love. And because of that, I knew in my heart and my mind that we absolutely had to continue on this journey of empowering other women as we were doing for ourselves. And Chandra was the perfect addition to our group. So from there, we just decided, we all shared the same vision and mission with each other, and we started to proceed forward. So our vision and mission is to come forward and look beyond what is comfortable and seek inward to know what we can become. It is time to begin a new story and let go of our identity that isn't serving us. To plant the seed that intention and belief are key to opening ourselves to a new reality and our highest expression. It's to love completely so that we may experience our power and courage within us.
To create and offer a comfortable, non-judgmental, and fun space for women to step out of their daily routine and step into a relaxing, safe atmosphere to learn new ways in which to seek and explore our amazing gifts, to connect our mind with our body and spirit so that we can learn to create a balance in our lives that can nourish and support each one in the ultimate belief that our well-being is the most important aspect of our lives. For women everywhere to awaken and embrace our full self-loving badass selves by shedding habits that no longer serve us, releasing feelings like fear, judgment, to truly believe in ourselves, that we do have within us the power and the ability to rock this world.
To realize that we all have the warrior inside of us just waiting to be unleashed into this world. We have within us the power, choice, and control to create our own experiences. This healing, love, and well-being starts within you. We decide how we want to show up in this world. And so the transformation unfolds.
And now we'd like to take you through a breathing exercise and a bonding experience with yourself and the other women that are here today. We want to thank you, first of all, for being with us today with your hearts open and your minds open. And now just getting yourself into a comfortable position. I want you to close your eyes and inhale through your nose slowly and deeply, letting your belly fill with air. Don't force this. Stay relaxed and just let it happen naturally. Exhaling through your mouth, letting your belly fall back to its resting state. Inhale again. And exhale. Releasing all the tension from your body. Just keep that relaxed breathing going. Now visualize yourself as perfect in this moment in time. Realize you had to do everything right in your life to arrive at this moment in your life. All the mistakes you've made, all the failures, the triumphs, broken hearts, met desires, every experience you've had, whether you thought it was good or bad, is exactly what you needed to get you where you are today. And so now we want you to see yourself right now as a perfect woman, worthy of unconditional love. There's nothing that you need to fix about yourself to make yourself more lovable or desirable. Much like the union that a mother has with her child, she looks into their eyes and sees only perfection. Not one hair on their head is out of place. Their laughter is pure bliss to her ears, and their presence is pure joy. We want you to remember that you are that beautiful child, a flawless creation, whole in every way. See your true beauty, no judgments, the real you, deep down inside, that is pure love. And holding yourself in this perfect love, I want you to reach out with your heart to every woman here today to recognize and honor the perfection within them. Let us hold this sacred space for each one of us, recognizing your beauty, your courage, your vulnerability. I see you. Our wish for you is that you take this feeling of unconditional love for yourself with you wherever you go, and you see this in every person you meet, and they in turn see you in this light. If you ever feel that you're not being treated with these intentions, love them from afar. You always deserve to be treated with respect and love, nothing less than this. And always remember that you are worthy of love. And now let's just take another deep breath. When you feel ready, you can open your eyes and just take a moment to sit with this. And this is a small sampling of the energy that we work to create throughout our retreats, where every woman is appreciated and respected and empowered to be herself.
So what is happening at our retreats is trust, share, relate, and transform. Trusting by creating a safe and sacred space for each one of you to completely let your hair down, relax, enjoy, and share who you really are with no judgments or expectations. Share. We're sharing this journey together, each one of us shining a light that guides one another, and we all have something to give. Relate. We lift each other up in celebration and honor the wisdom and experience that only we as women can truly understand. Transform. Seeing ourselves and each other through the powerful lens changes the way we lead our lives. Changing our relationship with ourselves changes our energy, and we attract the people who we want to attract.
And the things that we want, the things that we truly desire in our life, we have to start that change within ourselves. If we're looking around and seeing what's happening in our lives and we don't like it, then we need to look within and see where it is that we're out of balance and how we're drawing this to ourselves. And so our promise is that whoever you are, whatever walk of life you come from, it doesn't matter. That when we host a retreat, something magical happens. And it happens because we come together with intent and we truly give our presence to one another, where we're fully listening with our whole selves. Now that we've shared with you more about the experiential part of our retreats, Chandra is going to share with you about what's included, so you're going to find out what you're getting.
So let's get to it. Not only are you going to be getting a completely unforgettable weekend that will heal and empower you, but this weekend is totally all-inclusive, which many of the retreats that we've experienced in the past, you will be getting the workshops or the seminar that you're attending, but you would be required to pay for your lodging or your food for the weekend. So our retreat includes everything that you need aside from transportation to and from the location. And what that is a private room with a queen-size bed so that you have your own personal space to unwind and disconnect from the group if you feel the need to do so. You'll also be getting 3 meals a day, which all meals are prepared with love and made with organic foods and drinks. We feel that it's really important to cook together and come together in a communal space. And not only is it fun, but it's a great way to bond with other women. So all of our meals are made with intention and love and goes beyond your body into your mind and spirit. You also will be getting retreat lodging near a beautiful and rejuvenating body of water, which we feel is key to just experiencing something beyond ourselves. There's magic and beauty and power in water. So it's a really important part of our retreat. You'll also be getting the experiential workshops that lead you into your mind, body, and spirit connection and give you answers to your deepest questions that you are having at the moment. Along with all of that, you'll be getting the materials that you need to go through these workshops so that you don't need to worry about bringing anything with you. Everything is already provided. You'll also be getting gifts that enhance this immersive experience in sisterhood. But what we feel is the most important part of our all-inclusive retreat is the intimate sister circle coaching that you'll experience over the weekend. Women have so much power already within them, and it's amazing the things that we can learn from each other when we come in a space where we feel that we are safe to open and explore and share our gifts with one another.
Absolutely.
All right, so here's our retreat. So we've got the location. It's at the Yuba River. It's in the Sierra Nevada foothills. And it's going to be rejuvenating, relaxing, empowering, and of course, bonding with one another. The food is organic, coming from local farms or gardens, sustainable, and it is gluten-free. So what we're going to do is we'll have some hiking going on, swimming at the Yuba River naturally, cooking together, sharing together, playing together, having fun together. So
We are pretty fun.
yes,
We are really fun.
the workshops, well, there'll be ones that are going to answer your questions, whatever questions that you have at that moment or that are pressing for you. Deeper relationship connections with one another and of yourself. Meditation, learning different meditation techniques, learning how to develop your intuition, and also balancing your masculine and feminine energies. And of course, flexing your faith muscles.
Yes, because so much of this retreat is about learning how to trust ourselves. And when you do start doing that, then the world just starts to unfold for you in magical ways that you didn't realize before. So this is a picture of the Yuba River, which we are madly in love with, and we are so excited to be hosting our retreat near the Yuba River this year.
Beautiful.
Yes. Makes me want to be there right now.
Yes.
We will also be doing hiking, and hiking is just one of those movement meditations that just puts you in the moment and allows you to appreciate how wonderful life really is, don't you think?
Yes, definitely something about that, connecting with nature and just being in the quiet.
Mm-hmm.
And whatever your skill level is, we accommodate.
Right.
So if it's a small hike, then it's a small hike. So whatever works for everyone.
Yes. Yeah, we've never ever had any problems accommodating everyone's abilities, and we won't ask you to hike down that
There's
mountain.
no rappelling. Not in this retreat.
Oh, shucks. That's another one.
That parachute.
This is from one of our previous retreats where we hiked to a lookout and then we taught a meditation workshop there. And this was one of the lunches that we prepared, some really delicious foods from some local farms, and Marie showed us how to make dosas, which was fascinating how easy it was to make and still how nutritious.
And incredibly delicious.
Yeah, really, really good. Oh, so we put her on a timeout.
I'm contemplating life.
She got very contemplative, so we put her on a timeout.
Loving the trees.
So
This was a workshop that we hosted on building a God box, which is an exercise to help develop trust with yourself and what we were talking about earlier, flexing your faith muscle. And this is our retreat survey. So this is where you go to tell us about yourself. And at the end, we'll be putting the Q&A, or we'll be doing a Q&A with you. And we'll put up the link there so that you can get it there yourself to go and let us know about you.
Mm-hmm.
So this weekend is for you. If you crave connection and want to create a sisterhood, if you want time and space to become still enough to connect with your intuition and develop the courage to follow it, if you've lost the ability to trust yourself and in doing so are unable to answer the questions to which you need the answers to, you long for freedom from the everyday mundane, you desire support from other women who will celebrate you and your successes, You want to feel secure enough to truly open up to others. You wish to find beauty, power, and peace in nature. You need to take the time to recenter and find your own equilibrium. Or you could benefit from perspective and advice from women whom you trust and admire. Do you long for time to sit still enough to hear your own desires? Do you need a weekend to focus on you and your needs? And do you find it an absolute necessity to refuel your spirit, emotional, physical energy so that you can go back to others and give to others? If this calls to you, we ask that you only be open to receiving all of the love and the magic that this weekend, incredible weekend, has to offer for you.
So we're going to recap about where this is. Again, we're really tremendously excited about the location that we have this year. It's really fantastic, even down to organic sheets on all of the beds. The retreat is in the pristine Sierra Nevadas, where the mountain kisses the river, for this is where the river begins her journey, snaking her way, always flowing, turbulent and swift at times, mixed with slow and gentle caresses, but always moving toward her destination, merging at last with the sea. What better place to tap into ourselves than learning from the lessons of the river? We ask that you join us for a weekend of connection to ourselves and our fellow sisters in the beautiful woodlands of the Sierra Nevada foothills, which are located just outside of Nevada City. We'll be exploring and relaxing in the natural wonders of the Yuba River to experience tranquility, strength, and rejuvenation. It is held on September 28th through the 30th of this year, 2018, which is a Friday evening to a Sunday afternoon. And after registering, we will give you the exact location. This is an exclusive retreat. It's only open to a small group of special women to ensure that each woman receives personalized guidance and attention and is honored in the most sacred way possible. Our all-inclusive retreats provide a safe space to explore the most inner workings of our mind, body, and spirit. Accepting this invitation, you'll find yourself among like-minded women in a place of complete acceptance where you can open your mind, recharge your soul, and embrace a deeper level of self-discovery. In one magical weekend, we guarantee you will embark on a life-changing experience. The investment for our all-inclusive retreat, which is including the lodging, meals, materials, workshops, which is all of our time, will be with you the entire time. You can do it in 3 payments of $280, or if you decide that you want to pay in full, which is $785 for the entire weekend, then you will be receiving a savings of $55. These are some testimonials from our past retreats.
So we invite you to take a few minutes to read through, but I will read a few of my favorite for you. 3 of the most incredible women I have ever met. They share their truth unapologetically, and it's clear that they desire to enable others to do the same. Women empowering other women is a magical thing. This program is truly life-changing. One weekend and my entire world is shifting. This is gold. It was perfect. I loved how peaceful the location was. It was the perfect, intimate place to disconnect from all the distractions of my life. My favorite part of the retreat was all of the activities we did together. They really helped me to feel trust and connection with the other girls. There was a real intimacy created between complete strangers in such a short period of time. It was incredible.
So we'll just let you take another moment and see some of the words of appreciation that were spoken about our retreats. Okay, that's probably long enough. Stop bragging on ourselves, right?
We're kind of cool.
All right, so how do you RSVP? First thing, go to our survey and fill out all the details, and then simply click submit, and we'll contact you with a payment link. The payment minimum deposit of $280 to reserve your space, and then relax. We'll do all the work for you. Get excited. This is going to be awesome.
Woo! And there's a bonus offer.
Yes. So if you secure your space in the next 48 hours and you will receive a private 1-hour mastermind session with us.
Which is pretty cool.
Again, thank you so much for joining us during this presentation. We are Awaken, and we run a life coaching and women's empowerment organization. Here is our email and our website if you're interested in contacting us or seeing a little bit more about what we do. And thank you so much.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're going to reserve the next 15 minutes or so for Q&A. If you have any questions that you wanted to ask us about our retreat, your retreat, and we can help you gain some more clarity around that. Thank you so much again. It's been a privilege to share this time with you.
Thank you.
Thank you.